Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. It has been a long time since I posted a video and I apologize, lo siento. Like I know before in my last update, I have been having technology issues, phone don't have a lot of storage, laptop sucks, but we're gonna talk about all that in my official 1 year ATLversary, y'all. Like it's been a year since I've been in Atlanta. Like, yo, stay tuned. Okay, it's been a year, a whole year. July 12th, 2020 is when I took that step and I actually moved here to Atlanta. It has been an interesting journey. So this video is gonna consist of life updates as well as my experience here in Atlanta. First things first, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you need to follow me right now at Lola the Manager, because on Instagram is where I drop everything you need to know about me, about everything that I do, business tips, all that type of stuff. But if you've been following me on there for a while, you know that I have been on a social media break. So I intentionally took the month of June and July to not be on social media. Now I say social media, but I only really use Instagram. So you're probably like, dang, she's not on Instagram, but she just dropped this video. I know, I just had to, because like this was a big milestone for me. This is a whole year, like, oh my gosh, I've moved before, but I've never moved to another state. Y'all know I'm from Miami-Dade County.
Born and raised in the county of Dade.
Born and raised in Miami, and I did my undergrad years at the University of South Florida in Tampa. Go Bulls. Outside of that, I've never left Florida. So this is like, I'm leaving Florida, like moving away from home, like, oh my God. Like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. One of the first things I want to talk about is I upgraded my technology, you guys. I went and I got me a new MacBook. I got this from Best Buy. This laptop was about 800, maybe 1,000, I don't know, but I didn't pay it in full. Best Buy has this thing called progressive leasing. You can pay this thing off in like a year, right, with interest, or you could pay it in 3 months, well, 90 days, with no interest. So I'm paying it off in 3 months. So I got this as my end of teaching gift. Okay, I felt like I deserved it. And plus, I also had to return the laptop that my job gave me since I was no longer working there again. So I needed a new laptop. So it only made sense. So I got that, and we're gonna get into all the other stuff about like what's going on in my life. But I just wanted y'all to know that I got some new technology, so y'all will be seeing content. Like I will be able to edit. Like edit, okay? I'll be able to edit. I also say that because I also have my notes on here. So if y'all see me looking over, it's because I need to reference my notes. Y'all already know, I have my journals. I have no idea where the journals are. As you can see, I am in a new setting. Oh my gosh, so much has been happening. Where do I start? Where do I start? Donde? Okay. I'm a little excited, y'all, as y'all can see. Like I haven't made videos in like so long. I'm so excited. Let's start with where I'm at right here. So I am in my living room. If you've been following me on this ATL journey, I moved here and I rented out a room on Airbnb. So I rented out a room in someone's house on Airbnb. And my intentions was to stay there for 2 months so I can go apartment shopping. Initially, I was looking for apartments online, but then I realized that the entire Atlanta is under what we call a gentrification process. So it might look awesome online, and then you get there, you're in the hood. You're in the hood. And so I ain't trying to be in nobody hood. I don't even want to be in the hoods in Miami, my own neighborhood, my own hometown. I'm definitely not doing it in another state or city. With that said, I was like, let me get a place here so then I can physically go to these spots. However, the favor of the Lord was on your girl, y'all. The favor of the Lord was on me, because I ended up building a relationship with the guy whose room I was renting out on Airbnb, so much so that he allowed me to rent out a room outright. When I say we built a relationship, no funny shit, like none of that funny stuff going on here. Like we actually like really cool, we checking on each other, you know, we probably go get some food, we'll talk about goals, life plans, and all that type of stuff. And it was a good little, you know, good little vibe. We've been, you know, been rocking. He was also in grad school, so he was getting his MBA. And with that, he was completing an internship that was offering him a full-time position in another state. So then we started having the conversations around like Christmas time, New Year's, to see if I was interested in either renting out this whole place by myself, if I wanted to bring in a roommate so both of us can rent out the spot. This is what I mean by like the favor of the Lord, because I could not have planned this year in Atlanta. I literally could not. It's so perfect. I'm almost kind of like,
we'll see what's about to happen next, okay? Okay.
So it went from I was renting the room to now it's like, yo, I'm willing to let you rent out the house as I move to this other state because I trust you. I like the way you operate. I like the way you carry yourself. You're someone that I can trust with my home. So I officially moved into the whole space June 1st. So I've been spending my summer just kind of like adding the fine touches. I told myself that I have until July 31st to finish decorating this as much as I want, because after that, we ain't spending no more money on decorating. I realized in this month and some change of being in this house that people spend money in their house. People really like, in a house, you spend so much money. Like you just adding little things here and there, little bits and pieces to make it feel like home. But when I tell y'all that I love it, it was worth it. I thank God for it because I couldn't have planned that at all. I've been asking God so much for like my own space. You guys don't know this, but like I was in Tampa for 8 years. My time was up. I was kind of done. I reached my peak. And then I moved to Orlando for like 3 months, but the work situation didn't work. And then I started like going into depression heavy. Transition to South Florida. So I went back home with my parents, and then I'm also in grad school at this time. And things was just getting worse to bad to horrible. So I went from having my own place to having a place with somebody to going back into my childhood bedroom for like 4 years. So that's why this move was so significant for me, because I literally felt like I was suffocating. I felt like I couldn't breathe. I'll probably try to see, I don't know how I feel about it. I'll try to see if I can do some type of home tour, but I'm just gonna be very honest with you, for security purposes, I don't ever think that's a really good idea. I think you can give people bits and pieces of things, but I'm not really interested in giving you guys a full home tour. I'm just really not. I did a couple DIY things, a couple things that I set up, so I may be willing to share that footage. Don't know how I feel about it yet. We'll see the way the cookie crumbles. What I can say is that this is like the perfect space for me. I can breathe, and I feel like I can think, and I feel like I'm not overwhelmed because there's a space for everything. That's the whole spiel on where I'm staying. So that's the update on where I'm living. We signed a 1-year lease, but I also told him like, I don't really know if you finna get this house back from me, bruh. Like, I don't know, because I like it a little too much, a little too much. You feel me? Okay, so let me give you some personal updates for what's going on in Lola's life. Lolita, ¿qué pasó? If you guys remember, way back at the beginning of the year, I had started going to like a personal trainer. So I started going to like her classes, but then I was out here living my best life. I was over there in Dominican Republic. Yeah, I had a really good time. I had more drinks than I should, and I'm ready to go to bed. I was over there in Mexico. I'm back and forth to Miami. So I was paying for classes that I could not attend, and that was like $150 a month. Like I said, I don't waste money. I don't care how much money I have, I'm not wasting it. $5, $500, I'm not wasting it. So it just didn't make sense to me. So I stopped the whole going to her thing. Now I'm back up, you know, preparing to go outside, you feel me? Preparing to go outside. So I was like, we gotta get this body back, because I'm starting to look like the potatoes I've been eating, and that's the problem. Now, a funny little story about me going back to her is the fact that I initially was supposed to go start boxing classes. So I was so excited, so much so I cut my nails down. Y'all see how short my nails are? Y'all know my nails be growing super long. I cut my nails down because Mayweather has, you know, his Mayweather Fitness boxing gym. It has different franchises. There's one here in Atlanta in Atlantic Station. So I was like, okay then. Me and my homegirl, we said we finna, you know, pull up on it. They offer you one class for free. So you go to the first class for free, and then if you like it, you sign up for the membership, and then you can go to unlimited classes. Or if you don't like it, then you just ain't got to come back. So my experience with Mayweather boxing, let me just show y'all. I survived, but I ain't making y'all. I don't know if I'm coming back. I'm dying. As you can see, I was on my deathbed, okay? I was dying, okay? I was gone. I made it to the third heavens, okay? That's how intense this class was. For that class, I was like, yeah, I really don't see any reason to go. But I was so amped up, I was so excited, so ready to get in there and get my fine on. And I got in there and I got my dyed on, okay? I got my dyed on. That's what I did. Okay, it's giving Manifest season 1. That's what it's giving. Okay, I died and returned. So yeah, so that was the funny little workout experience. I love my personal trainer. I advise anyone to check her out if you're in the South Side. She does great work. She's always killing me. She's challenging me to push past my own goals because I be setting these little ones because I don't be wanting to move too quick. And she like, nah. I go there, I be like, yeah, let me get this 10 pounds. She like, pick up the 25. And I need that type of accountability, you feel me? Because I know I can pick up the 25, but if I start small, you're gonna bring me to the 25 instead of me starting at the 25 and now you wanna put me on a 50. You feel me? Like, that's how I be thinking. Another thing I was able to experience here in Atlanta that I've never experienced in my life is going to Black doctors. Because I have my job as a teacher, I have insurance. Usually in the summer, that's when I take advantage of the insurance by going to all the different appointments. Eye doctor, dermatologist, primary, gynecologist, doing everything in the insurance. I set up appointments with a gynecologist. The main reason I selected her as my gynecologist is because of her name. I knew she was Black from her name. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay? But the names be a giveaway. The girl name was La Brittany. I'm sorry, but it ain't no white person I know with La Brittany in their name. Honestly, that had to be like, it was a culture shock, and me and her, we talked about it. She got to know me as far as like understanding like what I've gone through with all my gynecologist visits and my women's exams and stuff like that. And it just felt like I was meeting with someone who understood me. I felt like all the other doctors that I've gone to, they came to work to do their job. She came to work to understand who I was. Because of that, I think that's gonna make her do her job better because she's understanding who I am and she has a background, like she relates to it, so it doesn't sound foreign. So I felt good. Maybe a couple days after that, I went to go to my primary doctor. She was Black. Recently went to a dermatologist who wasn't Black, okay? They were not Black at all. Which is probably why I'm gonna go find another one. I'm just sorry, like, once you go Black, you don't go back. You don't go back. That's just what it is. It's been great experiencing Black doctors. And I think that's very important. As a kid, they tell you you can be whatever you want to be. But if you don't see people that look like you being whatever they want to be, then it makes you kind of look back at that statement like, is that actually true? Is that possible? I think that's one of the reasons why people tend to flock to Atlanta, because it's such a place where you uplift Black culture and Black people. I ain't talking about Georgia, I'm talking about Atlanta. I feel like a lot of Black people gravitate over here because of you see so many of us in all types of fields, from police officers to educators to the trash man that comes is Black. The person that cuts the grass is Black. The person that's serving you food is Black. The person that owns the business is Black. You're seeing Black people in all different capacities. So now when you as a child, you hear someone say, you can be whatever you want to be, you know that's true, because I can. because it's possible. I've seen it before. So update on my hairy vagina. I know that was just too much information. And no, my vagina is not hairy, and I don't know how we got here. But I just wanted to update y'all that I finally found a place to get my waxes. If y'all been watching my videos, I've been struggling with finding a good wax person because I don't know what the hell people trying to do down there. You don't understand the assignment, and it shows. And I finally found a place called Sweet Peach. They have different locations, but I go to the Buckhead location. They are extremely affordable. When I was in South Florida, I was paying $55 base just for the wax. Here, I'm paying like $30-something base for the Brazilian. So I definitely recommend it. I've gone there twice already. Each time I've gone to someone different, and each of them have done a phenomenal job. That's the type of business that I want to give my money to. And I still want y'all to know that I still continue to go to the same people for my braids. My favorite braider, okay? She's located in Ellenwood, braided by Shonda. Check her out. And of course, my lash tech, who always brings me back to life. Like, I don't even know how I got into this lash thing, but I do know that if my lashes aren't done, I look like a dead squirrel somewhere. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't have to do no makeup. I don't even have to do my eyebrows, okay? If them lashes are done, baby, I'm pulling up on your nigga. No, seriously, like, I feel like lashes just do something to your face. It makes you just so, like, it just extenuates your beauty. So I love it. I love getting my lashes done. So please check them out. Braided by Shonda for the braids, and Winks by Rod for the lashes. Also with my personal life, but this kind of deals with work life. So you guys know that I am a teacher. I teach 12th grade economics. And in my last video, I was dreading going back into the building. For those that don't know, I was working in a county where we were working from home the entire school year. Teachers did not have to be in the building, students did not have to be in the building. So they want us to go back to school, wanted the teachers to go back into the building for the last 6 weeks. And it was the worst time of my life, you guys. My ADHD takes center stage when you put me in a 4-wall room. I start like buzzing. I can't function. So 8:30 to 2:55, you're in a classroom. No students are in the classroom with you. It's just you and empty desks. And then you're on your computer, and then you meet with your students virtually. On top of that, if we had meetings as a staff, as a faculty, we still met on Zoom. And I would lose my mind all day because my classroom had no signal, so I couldn't even use my phone. YouTube wouldn't work because the laptop is connected to the school, like the district's Wi-Fi, so they block stuff like that. And I'm just like, wow, like, what am I supposed to do? It was a very intense time for me, but you know, I'm happy I thugged it out. Now I am officially done being a teacher. I had told myself, you know what, we're gonna use this summer to revamp, to regroup, to figure things out, you know, shake and bake and do what we gotta do. And then I had applied for a project manager position with a company based out in Cali. So there's several reasons why I accepted this position. 1, the pay. 2, it was short-term contract. Lastly, project management is something that I actually already do, but I haven't like formally done. And so I feel like this would have been a great opportunity to start my portfolio with this, and then I can transition to project management to do other gigs. That was the whole gist of that. I actually love the company, what the company stands for, the partner that I actually work with for the project. It's been great. There's just 2 more weeks left in it, so I'm so excited to be entering the last stretch. But the only thing is, it has taken so much time for me that what I wanted to do this summer, I haven't been able to do. I haven't been able to actually rest. I haven't been able to actually work on my business ventures. I did work on one, but not in the capacity that I wanted to. And so I was just like, all right, Lord, there's a reason why you gave me this job. Like, you know something I don't know. You see something I can't see yet. So there's a reason why I'm here, and I'm gonna thug it out. And if any type of complaints that I have, just remind me that there's a reason why I'm here. When I continue to remind myself that every day, it kind of makes the time go faster. Since we already talking about work, let me just talk about business. Let me just go ahead and go deep into business. So if you do not know, and I feel like I talk about this every video, I sell merch. I have my online merch store. This hustler sweater is from there. Go purchase it, support the hustle, go get it for someone, go get it for yourself, get it for me. My birthday is coming up. I'm gonna be very honest with you, merch sales haven't been consistent. Consistent for me is I'm getting at least one sale a day. I have not been able to fulfill that goal because there's other things that I need to put in place that I haven't had the time to do. For example, Google ads. I want to do more Google ads, and I want to do Facebook ads, more Facebook ads to promote what I have. But it requires my undivided attention, and I can't give it my undivided attention because this job. So their 9 to 5 is my 12 to 8. So I live by this rule that I don't want to wake up when the clock tells me to wake up. I want to wake up when my body tells me to wake up. And so I don't do alarm clocks. And some days I can wake up at 6 a.m. and some days I wake up at 10 a.m. Because that's how my morning routine works, it's difficult for me to just boom, jump in and let me hurry up and try to do these ads before I start work. I can't, I just can't do it. So it's been on the back burner. However, there is merch, so I do ask y'all to support me any type of way. My merch promotes entrepreneurship. All the spaces that I operate in, you'll see on my site. That's really what's been going on for work life. When this project ends, I do not plan on getting another job. And so that means I need to step up my hustle. I don't know how in depth I've talked about this before in the past, but I do Airbnb. Basically, in short, I do rental arbitrage, which is basically you rent a space to re-rent it for profit. Example, you rent an apartment for $1,500. $1,500 divided by 30 would be what? $50 a night. So then you go put it on Airbnb for $70 a night. So you could gain that $20 profit per night. I partnered with my friend and we started this in Buckhead, Atlanta. So our place is still up and running. We just hit superhost status. You know, like, y'all just don't know, like, I didn't realize how much I don't really like people. I'm gonna be very honest. Like, I'm socially awkward. I'm like a very social person, but I'm very private. I don't really like people, but I don't mind entertaining for a little bit. Like, you know, I got the extrovert, introvert thing going on. So I do like helping people from behind the scenes if I don't really gotta interact with you how you want to interact with. I don't even know if that makes sense. I feel like the only reason we got superhost status is because I've created a customer experience that makes you want to like stay here. Like, you check in and you're like, I don't want to go back home. Like, I want to stay here. Like, I would live here. That Buckhead property that I share with her prompted me to, you know what, I really want to do this Airbnb thing long term. So then I went and opened up my own other property, and I plan on getting 2 more before the year end. Airbnb has been treating me nice. At this moment, I do rent properties. So I rent the properties and then I re-rent them. There's a whole process to do it legally, but you can also do it illegally. I mean, get in where you fit in, baby. White collar crimes is a little lit. The goal is to eventually buy a couple properties. I have personal goals before I get to that space. I do believe I'll probably buy by the end of next year for sure. I do consult people on how to get started, what to do, the process, what I went through, some do's and don'ts. I'm also in the process of creating a course. That was one of the things that I wanted to do this summer, focus on creating the course and then launch it. However, that's not really gonna work out because I've just been a little too busy. That's what I've been doing. Now back to some Atlanta things. Oh my God, what have I been doing in Atlanta? So I wanna highlight food. And I wanna preface this by reminding you what I said in one of my older videos. Atlanta does not offer great food. There, I said it. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger, okay? A lot of these spots do not offer great food, but they will give you a phenomenal vibe. You gotta figure out what's going on in your spirit that day or that time. There's times where you're like, yeah, I just wanna vibe. But there's times where when you hungry, that's not the time to be playing around with Atlanta restaurants, okay? And I say that because I've experienced way too many places where food is mediocre, basic. It's like, okay. There's 2 spots that I went to before that I went back to again. ABC Chicken and Waffles in downtown, it's gonna be a no for me. BQE, after that experience, I don't even know when the next time you'll see me. Like, I definitely would never go back there without a reservation. Like, I just cannot. I went back to the Hive. Mediocre food, of course. And then they tried to overcharge us for mimosas. On Cinco de Mayo, me and my friend, we went to this place called Mezcalito. Basic, but nice little vibe. It was Cinco de Mayo. I tried beer for the first time. Oh my God. I tried beer for the first time for free. The people that were promoting it were there and they were like, oh, you have to try it. So they got me the beer and it was good. It was good. I wasn't at the restaurant that long and then the food was A spot that I do highly recommend is 10th and Piedmont. The food was actually good and the vibe was great. It's in the cut. Horrible parking, horrible. Oh my gosh. You might be parking a couple miles away. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was able to finagle my way in. You gonna park and you gonna walk. But I highly recommend 10th and Piedmont. I wanna go back. I didn't tell you guys about my Slutty Vegan experience. I actually went there months ago. So Slutty Vegan has different locations. I went to the location on the south side, so it's in Jonesboro. I'm not gonna lie to you, my anxiety had turned up when I walked inside. It wasn't busy. They asked you where you from, or you're a first timer. They have this whole thing with like the sluts. I was like, yeah, it's my first time, and you know, I'm from Miami and stuff like that. I didn't think nothing of it. I'm just like, hey, just casual conversation. Yo, them niggas got on the fucking loudspeaker. You, hello? You. Hey, we got a new slut in the building. Yo, I was like, yo, where's the cameraman? Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. Cut. Oh my gosh, y'all. I almost died. Like, whose idea was that? Oh my God. Like, and the thing is, I know there's some people that probably really like that. I wanted to leave. I didn't even want to order food no more. I wanted to leave. I was so uncomfortable. She was like, new slut in the building from Miami. All I can think of is like, yo, am I on candid camera? Like, cut the cameras. Like, cut the cameras. Like, y'all about to make me get on World Star in the Shade Room and go viral for being socially awkward. It was too much for me. Aside from that, the food is overpriced. They're actually the reason why I started making my own Impossible Philly cheesesteaks at home. Probably my favorite spot to get tacos here in Atlanta is Velvet Taco, hands down. And you get a little margaritas. Woo! Man, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. And I co-sign that vibe. Favorite Mexican spot here in Atlanta is La Parrilla. I actually might go there now after I make this video. Really good food. Yes, it's Tex-Mex, but the flavors is like, who y'all got in the kitchen? That's what I really want to know, because somebody is doing something back there to give me a little more Mexicano vibes, and I like it. Keep it coming. I absolutely love Italian food. Specifically, I absolutely love pizza. I'll eat pizza every day of the week. And it's not good because I'm starting to look like a pizza. That's why I have this personal trainer. My favorite pizza spots here have been Fellini's and plant-based Pizzeria. I love them so much. I will drive into the city just for a pizza. I will point out that Fellini's actually open later, and Fellini's actually has outdoor seating area compared to plant-based Pizzeria. It's really go in, get your food and go. Now there's probably like other food spots that I've gone to and I just haven't mentioned, and I apologize because literally my life has been all over the place and I'm trying to keep up. If you know any spots in Atlanta for me to check out, please let me know. I definitely want to go find more food spots. I'm always in the mood to eat. In this whole year that I've been in Atlanta, I don't think I've made new friends. However, I do believe I have made new acquaintances. We exchange numbers, we exchange social media. Just because I do that, I'm not gonna sit here and call you friend. Like I said, I'm very social and I'm very private. Private is the people that get to experience like friendship with me. Social is the people that get to, we networked, we connected. Y'all probably like, Lola, what have you been doing? You know, do you got a boyfriend, a husband, a baby daddy, a boo thing, all that? You know, I don't really share none of that. And I still ain't, because it ain't none of your business. I haven't really been outside. Literally after the school year ended, so after graduation, 2 weeks later, I started this project management gig. I ended up going to a thing called Coachella. I thought it was about to be some janky fire festival. I ain't even gonna lie to you, but my homegirl, she was like, hey, like, you wanna go? And I'm like, sure, like, I'm into cars. Coachella is a car show hosted by DJ Envy from The Breakfast Club. It has like probably cars from his specific collection and then other celebrity collections, and then even people within the neighborhood, like locals and their cars. Coachella was a vibe. I actually liked it. I think what I really liked about this was it was such a huge space that there were so many people, but you didn't feel like there were so many people there because there was so much space. And I appreciate that, because people keep thinking like, okay, you know, outside's opening back up, that means we're gonna be with crowds. I don't like crowds. I do not like crowds. I'm not a crowd person, because I get sensory overload really quickly. So I really don't like being around crowds like that. Like I just really don't. It makes me uncomfortable, and then my senses start feeling like we're lost, we're confused. What's going on? Yeah, I remember my experience at Lenox Mall. Please go back and watch my old videos to see my experience at Lenox Mall. I almost like fainted and had a heart attack. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I loved all the cars. Ludacris car was there. 50 Cent's car was there. Currency, Lil Baby. All the different artists like had their vehicles there, and it was pretty cool seeing that. As we come to the end of my 1 year ATLversary video, all I can say to anyone who is interested in moving here is shoot your shot. If you don't shoot your shot, you're not gonna make it. That's a fact. When it comes to moving to Atlanta or any new city, new state, I advise you to shoot your shot. If that's what you feel, shoot your shot. Give it 100% of your energy. And if at the end it doesn't work, then it just wasn't gonna work out. But you wasn't gonna know that if you didn't shoot your shot. So I hope that made sense. I am not a basketball coach. I felt like the analogy worked. And if it didn't, make it work. I wanna thank y'all for rocking with me this whole year. These updates on Atlanta and my life on YouTube is actually what got me to step out of my comfort zone to vlog more, because I felt like it held me accountable to something. To see that I'm here for a year, to see where I was last year, I'm just in awe. I'm just grateful for Atlanta. I love it. I see myself here for at least another year minimum. Thank you, Atlanta, for welcoming me. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, and I'll continue to drop more gems and more life and introduce you to who Lola is if you don't know yet. And until next time, signing out.